Demons. Probably Supernatural's most reoccurring villains. Demons have appeared in every single season of Supernatural. Yep, all 15 seasons. And in this video, I'm going to explain all the different types of demons, their powers, abilities, weaknesses, and so on. And everything else that you need to know about demons from Supernatural. Firstly, how were demons created? In Supernatural, demons were once humans that were corrupted by the Archangel Lucifer. During Lucifer's rebellion against God, he corrupted the souls of some of the first humans and turned them into the first demons. After Lucifer was locked up in the cage by God and Archangel Michael, demons were made by other demons by corrupting the souls of hell until eventually some of them became demons. Now we don't know how a soul is turned into a demon in hell, and we don't know who decides which soul becomes a demon, because not all of the souls of hell are demons. Demons on earth appear as black smoke until they possess a person. Then they can access the full scope of their powers. Demons are invulnerable to normal forms of damage, such as bullet wounds and getting stabbed. For example, holy water can burn their skin, as well as most demons can't cross a line of sight. It acts sort of like a barrier, so it's a good way to trap a demon. Though this barrier doesn't last forever, so a more sufficient way of trapping a demon is by making a devil's trap. Devil's traps are basically a circle drawn on the floor with lots of sigils inside that. Once a demon's inside, it cannot escape, so it kind of makes like a prison for the demon. But if the devil's trap is tampered with, then it will stop working and the demon can easily escape. An exorcism can be performed as well to send a demon back to hell. Though these rituals are quite long, so usually they'll have to trap the demon first before they can exorcise it. Otherwise it'll be quite hard to exorcise the demon. Oh, and you get the demon killing knife that can kill most demons. Now those are the most common weaknesses that demons have, though there are special breeds of demons that seem to be immune or less affected by these weaknesses. Now the different types of demons. Firstly, black-eyed demons. These are often the most common and weakest demons, though there are exceptions to this. Most black-eyed demons just have normal demon powers, like being invulnerable to normal damage, if that makes sense, so like bullet wounds, getting stabbed, that kind of stuff, as well as increased physical strength, as they are stronger than humans and most monsters. Now some black-eyed demons can teleport and even use telekinesis, though this is very rare among black-eyed demons. Now among black-eyed demons there are some that are extremely powerful. Firstly, let's look at possibly the strongest black-eyed demon and one of the strongest demons to ever live. Cain. Yes, Cain from the Bible, you know, the guy who killed his brother. Yeah, well, in Supernatural the law's a little bit different. In Supernatural, Abel wasn't talking to God, he was talking to Lucifer. In order to save his brother, Cain made a deal with Lucifer. Cain would give his soul to Lucifer, and in exchange, Abel would be allowed to go to heaven. But Cain would have to be the one to send him to heaven, so he had to kill his own brother. Lucifer would then pass the mark on to Cain, which will later be known as the Mark of Cain. The mark was the first curse and also sealed to the darkness's prison, which is aka God's sister, which him and his 4 archangels trapped away long ago. God gave the mark to Lucifer, and the mark revealed itself to be a curse, as it corrupted Lucifer. Lucifer then rebelled and was kicked out of heaven, then passed on the mark to Cain, who passed on the mark to Dean many thousands of years later. After Cain killed his brother, he was filled with grief, so much so that he tried to take his own life. But the mark would not allow him to die, and he reawoke as a demon, as no one, not even death, can kill the person that bears the mark. As one of the first demons and the bearer of the mark, Cain was extremely powerful, and was one of the most powerful demons that has ever been shown on the show. Cain obviously had all the normal demon powers, like telekinesis, teleporting, invulnerability, but so much more, and to a much higher degree. He was the only demon who seemed to be completely immune to the demon killing knife. Even after Cain gave the mark to Dean, there was still only one weapon that could kill him: the first blade. The first blade was the blade that Cain used to kill Abel, and was the only known weapon that could kill him. But probably his best power was taking away Crowley's voice.
Sorry, really. Bit of a misunderstanding. We really should.
Oh, you gotta teach me how to do that.
Giovanni, salutas. Exorcisamos! That's impossible!
The Knights of Hell are an elite group of demons that are turned by Cain and handpicked by Lucifer himself. Cain was technically the first Knight of Hell, but his power level is on such another level that I'm not gonna be including him as a Knight of Hell, as he's basically his own breed of demon. Knights of Hell can only be killed by a person bearing the mark of Cain and wielding the first blade, as the first blade gets its power from the mark, so without the power of the mark, it's useless. You only see one Knight of Hell, Abaddon, as the rest of them were slaughtered by Cain. So since we only see one Knight of Hell, I'm assuming that all the Knights of Hell have the same abilities. Knights of Hell have a special ability that allows them to send a piece of their smoke into another person's body in order to read their mind. Knights of Hell are the only demons that we see that have this ability. They also have another special ability. They are immune to exorcisms, as well as they can exorcise other demons just by choking them. Knights of Hell, as I said earlier, can only be killed by the first blade. So the demon knife, while it does harm them, it cannot kill them. And unlike Princes of Hell, who are immune to holy water does still burn Knights of Hell.
I want you to make me the best blues man ever lived.
If that's what you want.
So, how do we shake on it?
Next are Crossroad Demons. These demons can be identified by their red eyes. These demons are quite unique as they can almost grant wishes to humans in exchange for their soul. Now, before you think they're like super powerful, they can't just grant wishes at will. They need a soul to grant the wish, so they can't just like alter reality whenever they want. They need someone's permission, like they need a wish from someone and their soul. So since we aren't Crossroad Demons, I'm just quickly going to look at Hellhounds. So Hellhounds were made by God when he first made man, as they were supposed to be man's best friend. But they turned out to be too violent, so God killed all of them, except for one that was saved by Lucifer. Yeah, and this Hellhound was pregnant when Lucifer saved it, so then it gave birth to more Hellhounds, and yeah, it's basically their origin story. So Hellhounds are basically used to collect the souls of people who have made deals with Crossroad Demons, usually after about 10 years after the wish was granted. Also, Hellhounds are invisible to humans unless they wear these magical glasses.
Does the name Ramiel mean anything to you?
No?
Yes.
What?
Ramiel, Prince of Hell. Ramiel, Prince of Hell. It's catchy, it rhymes. And he's going to kill each and every one of you.
No. The princes are all dead.
That's what we told people, to stop them looking. But in reality, not so much.
What the hell is a Prince of Hell?
The oldest of the old demons, the first generation after Lilith. Lucifer turned them himself, before the oceans drank Atlantis.
They were trained to be generals to lead demonic armies in the war against heaven.
The Princes of Hell were turned directly by Lucifer himself, and are some of the most powerful demons that we ever see on the show. There are 4 Princes of Hell: Azazel, who was the main big bad for seasons 1 and 2, Dagon and Ramiel, who appeared in season 12, and Asmodeus, who appeared in season 13. All Princes of Hell have yellow eyes, and they seem to see each other as family, as Ramiel referred to Dagon as his sister in season 12. These demons are extremely powerful, and don't share most of the weaknesses that other demons have. For example, they are completely immune to holy water, and the demon knife does little damage to them. Princes of Hell can also smite other demons, angels, humans, monsters, just by touching them, as you see with Dagon, as she charges up her hand before touching someone and then obliterates them, turning them into smoke. Now, even with all their power, Princes of Hell can still be killed. For example, the cult can definitely kill them, as we see in season 2 when Dean kills Azazel. The Lance of Michael, which is used to kill Ramiel, which was a weapon made by Michael in order to kill Lucifer. So yeah, you can definitely kill Prince of Hell if you can kill Lucifer. They can also be killed by stronger celestial beings, such as archangels, as even a weakened Gabriel was able to kill Asmodeus with ease. And obviously beings like Death, the Shadow, God, and Amara can obviously also kill Princes of Hell.
Because I've killed you before. And I can do it again.
See, you keep saying that, but you killed me because I let you. Now I'm feeling less generous.
Let's move.
White-eyed demons are some of the first demons ever created. Well, Lilith literally is the first demon ever created by Lucifer. The two white-eyed demons that we see in the show are Lilith and Alistair. Lilith is the first demon that Lucifer ever turned, while Alistair is Hell's greatest torturer. Now, even though Lilith and Alistair are the same type of demon, Lilith is way more powerful than Alistair. I think it's kind of like the Knights of Hell thing where Cain technically is a Knight of Hell, but he's the first Knight of Hell, so he's way more powerful. And I also saw this theory that someone posted. He said that he thinks that Lilith created Alistair. That's why he has white eyes. He's the first demon that she created, which I kind of agree with. Yeah. Now, even though Alistair is a lot weaker than Lilith and the Princess of Hell, he's still way more formidable than normal demons. The demon knife can cause him harm, but it cannot kill him. But holy water can still burn him. Alistair is probably on the same power level as the Knights of Hell.
That tickles. You don't have the juice to take me on, Sam.
Now, Lilith, the first demon ever created. Well, we do see Lilith all the way back in season 3, and she is still pretty powerful for a demon. She's nowhere near as powerful as we see her when she shows her true power in season 15. Because Lilith is the first demon, she's one of the strongest characters on the show, as her powers are beyond most demons. Her telekinetic abilities are on a whole nother level, as she was able to remove a bullet with her devil's trap on it with ease, and not even Knights of Hell could do this. And she was capable of destroying the Equalizer, which is a gun that can kill anything. She can also shoot a bright light out of her hand that vaporizes anything, kind of like what angels do, but way more powerful. Now, even though Lilith is super powerful, she can still easily be killed by stronger celestial beings. For example, Michael.
I can't fail him.
Remember nothing.
And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I know there are some demons that are left out, but you know, what you gonna do?